what motivated me was me going to Vietnam in 1997 and seeing my relatives for the first time and seeing how we lived. No mattress, just wood, no air conditioning, just a fan, mosquito bites everywhere, like no toilet, for real, because we didn't have a lot of money, you know.
Basic.
Yes, it humbled me. And I'm like, I can do anything. You can do anything you put your mind to. And not just that, but I put 100% into everything that I do. Whether it's working at Mai Lee's or my music, I don't know, or whatever I'm doing. Cutting grass, writing a poem, I don't give a damn. I can't half-ass anything because you guys will see me half-ass it. And you're going to feel it, and you're going to know it. I think I really motivate myself, to be honest with you, because no one else is going to push me, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get up. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to be happy. And I'm going to inspire, because I feel like that's my gift. And it's not just the music, though. It's a story. And me releasing this album, coming out, I'm so excited because it explains a story. And yes, you can vibe out. You're going to feel every emotion that I felt, y'all. I swear to God. But I want to inspire minorities, right? We don't get that opportunity a lot. Or I want to inspire females. I want to inspire males. I don't care who you are, but I want to build a community and be like, yo, we can do this. Don't give up. Don't be timid. Have faith in yourself and fucking do this shit.
Welcome back to the STL Bucket List Show. I am your host, Luke Farrell.
I'm your other host, Marissa Thomas.
Of course, as always, we're recording this podcast at Half Coast Studios. It's the #1 podcast recording studio in the Lou, better yet, in the world. Guys, if you have a podcast or you want to start a podcast, hit them boys up at Half Coast Studios.
All right, we have Mai Lee with us today. What's up, girl? Welcome.
What up?
We're so excited to have you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So why don't you tell us a little bit about you and your upbringing? Just
oh wow,
who is Mai Lee?
Okay, we're getting right to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Mai Lee. For those of you who don't know, I am a singer, songwriter, performer, artist. I can do whatever. Okay. Heart surgeon too.
Call me up, right?
Born and raised here in St. Louis. I love my city. It's made me who I am, truly. And I don't even know where to start. Like, so
my you want to tell us about your parents?
Yeah, so my parents immigrated here from the Vietnam War. My dad was in the Vietnam War, and my mother's father was in the Vietnam War, and they escaped the war. Late 1970s, right?
They came here. It ended in 75, so yeah.
They came here, and the Unitarian Church off of Kings Highway and Waterman sponsored us. Oh, wow. So it was an older white woman who I call my grandma, right? She raised my sister and I. Nice. And she picked our family, and she literally taught us everything. So my brother was a few months old at the time, right? So when they came here, my parents and my brother were learning English at the same time. Mm-hmm. They were watching Barney and Sesame Street. They were enjoying themselves. Yeah. My dad was a janitor at the church. My mom started working at Chinese restaurants at the time. Mm-hmm. And then my dad became a mechanic because we lived in the Hill. Mm-hmm. So there was a mechanic shop right across the street from our house. And my dad got really cool with the owner, and he kind of raised my dad. Right? Yeah. So then my mom then opened up Mai Lee's in 1985. Wow. And then it being the first Vietnamese restaurant here in St. Louis, she didn't know what the heck she was doing. She was just like, I'm just going to go for it. I like to cook, and hopefully we can make a living out of this, right? And we've made a living out of it since then. Wow.
And here we are.
And so growing up, we lived in the Hill, and then our house burned down. I don't know what happened, but then Jean Dean, the lady that sponsored us from the Unitarian Church, she helped us get a home in the county, South County. So then I was supposed to be in the Lindbergh School District, which I went the first couple months of like kindergarten, right? I didn't speak English. Vietnamese was my first language. So the kids were bullying me. And I was just like, you know, I don't know what to do. They're stealing my milk. They're stealing my cookies.
Just didn't feel comfortable there.
No, I didn't fit in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Mom, Dad, I want to go to a different school.
Right.
So then they enrolled me into a performing arts elementary school down the street from my dad's job in the Hill.
What school was it?
Shaw Visual and Performing Arts.
Okay.
It's right by our house. That's
Is that the one right by our
The
house?
corner of Tower Grove Park and Chippewa?
I don't know. There might be. There's a couple.
Reber.
Oh,
Okay.
Reber and Southwest or something
Okay,
like that.
yeah,
right?
that's what it was.
Around there. So the county school that I went to, it was predominantly white kids. And so I was like, let's switch it up, Mom. Let's go. Give me some Asians, okay? Give me some, you know.
Give me some of me.
Yeah. And then I get there. Nope. I'm like, it's all black folks. I'm like, okay. I'm like,
You flipped it, right?
I was like, okay, well, we'll see.
Right.
And again, I didn't fit in, right? And I learned a little bit more English. I had no choice because I got bullied. I remember this kid. I'm not going to say his name, guys, okay? He bullied me he bullied me from kindergarten to 5th grade. And I was just like, what does ching chong mean? Or what is, all these things he's calling me? I had to ask my sister. She's like, oh, he's making fun of you. And I was like, oh, why? She was like, because you're Asian, So I had to go through a lot. Like it was like an identity, like, crisis type of situation because I was just trying to figure out who I was, how I can fit in, what can I do to fit in? Because, you're a kid. You want to fit in. You want to be popular. You want to be loved, right? Because I'm loved at home, but I'm not loved at school.
Or just one friend. Like,
Right.
just one friend. Let me have one friend.
And so I was like, okay, I got to learn English, like ASAP. But what helped me learn English was music. So my dad was working at that mechanic shop. And so his boss used to listen to like soft rock, 80s, 90s, whatever, right? So I'm listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers and Phil Collins.
Yeah.
And then my brother is listening to Twista, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and Celine Dion. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? What type of combination is that?
Right.
Yeah.
And then my sister's listening to Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, and Aaliyah. So like all my musical inspiration and influences are from my family, and then my mom's just singing Vietnamese at home, right?
Yeah.
And so a little story about me. I don't know how to speak Vietnamese fluently. So it's like Vietnam English. I just combine them together.
I like that.
And I can still communicate with my parents.
Yeah.
It's just a little hard because sometimes I'll be like, some, beautiful. And then they'll be like, and then my friends will be like, why can't you say beautiful in Vietnamese? I'll be like, I forgot. I'm like, dang. Yeah. But anyways,
That's funny.
once the restaurant opened up, like I was studying there. I was eating there. I was sleeping there. I was there.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't have a normal childhood. And the only thing that helped was music and like going to performing arts school. So like you had no choice. So when I was 9 years old in 3rd grade, you had to choose your own major. So I chose dance, music, art, and drama. And then I just, I
Explored it.
yeah, and then I was thankful that I went to the middle school, right? And I didn't go to the high school, which when you get something taken away from you that you love so much, and you'll realize if that path is for you. You know what I'm saying? You'll realize it. Right. And so I realized, I was like, damn, I miss singing, I miss dancing when I went to high school, and I was just like, I want to pursue it. And I pursued it ever since. And I have my family to thank because they've been supportive the whole time. Especially, they've been helpful because of my music influences, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because I mashed all of that music into my album that we'll be releasing this summer of 2022.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think if I forgot anything about my family. Another thing I want to say is like, I took my mom's name, right? So like when somebody will call Mai Lee's, and then I'll be like, hello, Mai Lee. They'll be like, can I talk to your
Oh,
Mai Lee?
it's her. That's her name.
That's
too.
her name
So
too.
Okay.
So then I'll be like, I'm Mai Lee. And then they'll be like, talking to me in Vietnamese. I'm like, wait a minute. You're
Wrong
looking for the
one. Wrong one.
Wrong woman.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Let me get her. Hold up. Right.
Right. Or like this guy came in and he was like, I'm a photographer. I want to talk to Mai Lee. And then my employee got my mom. And she was like, what you want? And they were like looking for Mai Lee. And she's like, oh, my daughter. I took her name to continue the legacy because she had no idea what she was doing. And she just did it. And she put her all into it. And she's successful. There was no blueprint. I don't have a blueprint for what I'm doing at all. I had no idea. I'm still learning every day. And that's like basically my main role model, who I look up to. I mean, both my parents, right?
Yeah,
but
that's beautiful.
without them, I wouldn't have structure. I wouldn't have a foundation.
Yeah.
But
Right. And going back to that,
beautiful.
I mean, you sharing the same name, that's just amazing. And that certain type of pressure and privilege that you get from having that name, because you have to live up to that, and then carry that on. So I wanted to kind of go back to school. So if you didn't go to that performing arts school, do you think that you would have still wanted to pursue music, or was that your first taste?
Yeah, that was my question too. It was like, how did you know, like you said you had to pick how old were you at that time?
To pick my major,
Yeah.
I was 9 years old. I didn't know how to pick a major.
Oh my gosh.
Who picks a major at 9 years old?
So at that school, they're like, what do you want to study while you're here? And you're like, art or dance music.
I just picked whatever I felt I needed from kindergarten to second grade, right?
Okay.
I picked what I enjoyed most. And I was like, I don't want to hold a flute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I should have, right? I want to dance and have fun and be artistic and do whatever. So I picked that. But if I didn't go to the performing arts school, I think I would still truly be who I am, because that's my gift, right? But the students, the teachers, the atmosphere, where the location was at the schools, like the environment made me who I am.
Right.
Okay. So if I went to a different school, I don't know if I would be like
Doing
me.
Yeah.
Right. It's so important. Those are like your most development years, and like finding like who you are, and you were already struggling with who you were because you didn't see people that looked like you. You probably didn't see teachers that looked like you.
I saw no teachers that looked like me.
Yeah.
I didn't see Asians until I got to middle school, and it was one Laos chick. And I was like, what's Laos? What are you? She was like, I'm Laos. I was like, what's that?
Yeah.
And, because I was stuck in at Mai Lee's. Mm-hmm. I didn't learn much. I was like basically kind of sheltered, but not.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, then when I went to high school, they were all Asians. I was like, you guys want to sit with me? Let's go sit with each other. Let's go talk Vietnamese.
Asian table here, right?
And that's special. Like everybody wants to feel like they're accepted. And you probably felt that way with your family. That's what you're saying. And at the restaurant. But tell me about growing up in the restaurant, because you've been there like every day for your whole life. It seems like it's it's
an experience. I'm going to say that, right? Because I can tell you, like my sister, my brother and I, we have the same story. We're going to tell you we couldn't go to the movies. We couldn't spend the night at our friend's house. We couldn't go to the mall. We'd sneak. So real quick, y'all, my mom's not going to watch this, I don't think.
She might, I hope so.
I don't know. But
Only if you tell her to.
I got a job at Abercrombie Kids in high school. And I told my parents that I was tutoring after school. But I would go and work because I didn't want to work at the restaurant. I still did, though, just not on weekdays. I worked on weekends. And I just wanted to have an experience outside of Mai Lee.
On your own.
Yes. So I know, like, how to be in the real world without having my parents tell me, you have to be at work, you have to do this, you have to do that, I just wanted my own identity yet again. And so I was just like, I'm going to get a job. I was getting paid nothing, guys. I was so happy folding clothes. Yeah. I was like, I'm just happy I'm not rolling up spring rolls. Yeah. I'm happy I'm not serving customers.
Different environment.
Right?
Yes.
And you're at Abercrombie & Fitch, you're with other people your age.
Yes.
Yeah,
I had so
you
much
probably
fun.
Met, like new friends.
Oh my God. I kicked it. I was just kicking it. I was having a blast. I was like, man, I don't want to work at Mai Lee's.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that?
Right.
But working at Mai Lee's helped me with my Vietnamese. It's been very, very, very helpful. Because I stopped, once I got bullied in elementary school, I stopped speaking Vietnamese. Because I was like, they're bullying me for speaking Vietnamese. I was on the phone with my mom and just talking to her. And then they were like, your language sounds so ugly. or what are you talking about? Or how do you say, you know what I'm saying? They're just making fun of me. So I was like, they're making fun of me. I'm just going to completely stop talking Vietnamese. So then when I got to high school and I got Vietnamese friends, I was like, damn it.
I can't talk to you.
I can't speak Vietnamese.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So then I started learning it. And that's why I was able to like do Vietnamese and English together because I'm still having trouble.
Yeah.
But it's been a struggle, but I'm still learning.
Hey, at least you know a little bit of both, you know both, so that works.
I'm still learning, but there's definitely pros and cons with being at Mai Lee's my whole life, right? Of course, more cons, but it was hard. It was hard because I wanted to hang out with my friends.
Right.
Even though I did towards the end, because that's when I got a car. And I was like, screw y'all. I'm out of here. I'm going to hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
But
it's just those experiences you have, like either just going over to your friends after school, like you were going straight to the restaurant.
I was going straight to Mai Lee's.
Yeah. And you were working. Like
I was working. So like, it's weird. My friends would just tell me all their fun stories and I'd be like,
I was at the restaurant.
Yeah, I was at the restaurant. Mixing up vegetables.
But those are life lessons. So like what type of advice would you give to a girl, maybe, a minority or somebody new to the community, like going back to your 8 or 9 year old self, like what type of advice would you give to somebody younger like that? I mean, I'm sure you have, like, it's kind of a crazy question, but like just kind of like what advice would you give to somebody that doesn't feel like they fit in?
That's a great question because I wish I had the courage. Well, one, I wish I had the courage to ask somebody to help me because I didn't. I was just caved in. And I was afraid to ask because then I would be made fun of or looked at differently because I'm considered weak, right? I would tell my younger self or a younger person that's struggling with fitting in to, well, one, just be confident within yourself because I was not confident. And when you understand something 100%, you're confident in it, right? So I wasn't understanding who I was, and that's why I wasn't confident because I didn't know who I was because I was having identity issues, right? If I had a mentor that was hands-on with me, because my parents were working a lot, and again, it was a language barrier, right? So then my sister was basically my mom. Because then I'd be like, okay, what do I do? And she was like, you ignore them. You fight through it, you get through the day, and you're always going to win. Those who move with love and those who have a good heart, you're always going to win. So I'm like, but I really want to smack him because he's making fun of me.
Right.
Like, am I going to win if I smack him?
Let's talk about that.
Right? But have confidence in yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for help or ask for advice, and love yourself because I did not, because I was unsure, because I didn't have the guidance. I did, but just not enough within myself, right? But what 9-year-old is going to have the confidence within themselves to be like, I'm confident?
It's so rare.
You need people to build you up. And I think that applies to anyone. It doesn't matter how old you are. Like some people still have that identity crisis. And like you said, confidence is king, and like feeling confident. Like now you're a musician, you have all these talents, you're a dancer, you fashion, whatever it is, like you feel confident in it, and that shows. Even if we're just watching you on social media or whatever, and now we're meeting you for the first time, so which is nice to meet you. By the way.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just have confidence, believe in yourself, because no one's gonna believe in you as much as you believe in yourself. I mean, it's a fact.
Right.
And just move with love. Don't move in anger, because I was angry, y'all. I was angry and hurt.
I feel you.
Well, that's a lot to take on, just at a young age. So it's good that you had your sister. And so, like, she's older?
She's older. I'm the youngest.
Okay. And then your brother
is the oldest.
Okay, got it. Oh, your brother's the oldest.
The oldest, I meant she's older. She's the middle, he's the oldest.
Got it. Okay. Nice. What else? So again, just talking about your family restaurant, like what exactly makes it a staple in STL? I know you said 1980? Is that
85.
85 when mom.
First Vietnamese restaurant.
Okay.
I think it's the food. Mm-hmm. It's my mom pours her heart out on every single pot sticker that is made. I kid you not, right? She's there every day. She's a workaholic. She doesn't know how to relax, and that is why I don't know how to relax. It's a problem.
Go, right?
It's a problem, seriously. But I feel like she's so passionate about it that the customers and the employees see, you know, and people come for the food and the atmosphere, yes, but we were just a hole in the wall, you know. It was just a window at first. And then we expanded on, we were in U City on 170 in Delmar.
Okay.
We were there for 20-something years. And then we moved to the one in Hanley in 2010. And we were scared because that was my brother's choice. That was his decision. He was like, we're going to move. And I was like, it's behind Best Buy. Like, the street wasn't even built for real. I was like, who's going to see us?
Yeah.
And then sure enough, I was just praying about it. I prayed about it. We all prayed about it. And we've been successful ever since. So I was like, okay, Quee, you did good. You did really good, Quee.
Good idea. I'll give
you did good.
Yeah.
You're good.
You gotta wait to see it. You gotta wait to see it through, though. 'Cause you're like, I don't know.
It was, and it even is like you only see it when you're going. Now there's Deerbergs
you can't
there,
see it from
and,
the
like,
highway.
and there's
Yeah.
the gym, and I mean, you guys do a lot of carry out now. And
Oh,
delivery.
hell yeah.
And people have the apps, like they don't even know where you're at. They just order it.
Right.
It comes to the house. I mean, we ordered like $150 worth of
We
worth
got
of it
so
one night.
much.
You guys got My Lee's?
Yeah.
Oh, we ordered it on
We
Uber
got
Eats.
so much.
They delivered to our
whole
house.
table was, I'm like, we about to dive
Well,
in.
the menu is so big, so I was like,
so big.
it's so big. It was almost overwhelming. So I'm like, okay, I have to get like one of that. Okay,
Yeah.
let me get a spring roll. Okay,
No,
let
for
me-
real.
Everything. Like,
We got one
y'all.
of each like category.
Asian
of thing.
cuisine is my favorite type of food anyway. Like,
Yeah.
that's just my favorite. Like, you just can't compete. So I'm
That's
like,
why you ordered the whole menu.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
get
absolutely.
a little bit of everything.
Well, it's 300 plus items. Before, I think my mom had 400. She was tripping. When we moved, we narrowed it
Trimmed
down.
it down.
Like, for real. It was too much. It's too much. And
But that's a lot of prep work.
it's too much
and-
prep work.
And for even the customer, it's too much to even look at. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm like, what do I get?
I know.
Right. So when the customers come, like, I tell them, like, yes, we know you love the food, right? And we want the food to be amazing every time. But we want the experience to be great. So, like, people will come in and be like, what's good here? And I'm like, it's 400 damn items. What
Any
you
of
mean
it.
what's good here? What do you like?
Yeah.
Tell me what you're in the mood for. And then I pick the food for them. You know, I like to just tell you what I like. Just tell me what you're in the mood to eat. If you want beef, I got something. You want pork? Like, I know exactly what you want.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a great experience. That's what I want people to have when they come to My Lee's. Because I work so often that my friends can't see me, right? So they all come to My Lee's. It's like a party on Friday nights, right? I'm like, okay, it's getting kind of late, guys. We're here. It's midnight, okay? Like, they just enjoy it. It's like the Vietnamese cheers, you know? Like, you hang out, just hang out, you eat, drink, don't sleep. You can't sleep there, but you know, you can just chill and have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want you guys to do when you're at My Lee's, which is what I want them to do when they experience my music. You know, just have a good time
Yep.
and just be yourself, be free. And
Speaking of your music, we've seen you live before.
you have?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
saw
the
you
block
at the
party.
Busta
Busta
Rhymes part,
You
the
guys,
Soul Taco.
you killed
And
it.
I was like, who is she? Oh my God. You came out there with your girls and the moves.
Your girls were on
And I was
point.
like,
Your
oh
girls were
my
on
God,
point.
get
You had
it.
fire and shit.
Okay.
Immediately that night, I'm like looking you up
Well,
on
we had
Spotify.
you on Spotify
I'm
that
like,
night.
this girl.
That fire,
Yeah, that was
those
sick.
sparkles almost burnt my lashes.
Oh, my
shit.
God.
Because that wasn't supposed to be in the middle of the stage. It was supposed to be on the side of the stage.
And it burned.
Well, it was hot.
Yeah, yeah.
But I had to continue to dance because I was like, oh, shit, fire. And then I'm like doing my dance moves and I was like moving around.
Your moves are never off. You never missed a beat because I was like, she's getting it right now. So that's okay. The fire.
That show was so freaking awesome. Shout out to David Choi, Soul Taco, because that was, he called, so my brother and David Choi from Soul Taco, they're like best friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when he called, I think he called me and my brother Quee, but he was just like, yo, can your sister perform? And he looks at me like a sister, doesn't look at me like Mai Lee, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, Choi, I'm a different person when I'm an artist. I'm not the little sister anymore,
Right.
okay?
You want to see me like that?
But I didn't expect the crowd to be over what.
It was amazing.
5,000 people.
I
guys-
or
think
something
because
like that.
we were ready to, we
You
were
were right
like,
before Busta, weren't you? You were
Right before
Right
Busta.
after Mastermind.
we were
Mastermind.
so
Yes.
ready to do something.
Yes,
as
because
a
it was COVID.
community.
It was the first
after
show.
COVID.
It
Yes.
was the first show.
I
was that
was
last
freaked
summer
out.
already? Yeah, it was last summer.
That
was
was
last
the coolest
summer.
thing. We need to do that more.
Like, I want to
was
see
the
that
best.
again. That the
the
energy.
food trucks. everything.
It was
It was
such a
fun.
good
My
vibe.
parents did. Noodle and Mai Lee did a food truck.
Yeah,
We stopped at Nudo, didn't we?
yeah, because it was like a small. It was just like one crab rangoon and then like
Yeah.
I got a
it was just
spring
like small
roll or
plates.
something. And I was like, I said we have to come back and get more, and then I think like they ran out, or I'm like, oh no! But that was a great.
It was
show.
a great show. So tell us about the music. I mean, that performance that you had, your dancers were on point. Like, what goes into creating your vibe at a show? I mean, just tell us about that creative process.
Okay. So a lot goes into a show like that, right? Because I had a DJ, I had dancers, and then I did my solo thing too, right? I think I prepped like a month and a half or 2 for that show.
Wow.
And so my choreographer, Anthony Red Williams, is amazing. I don't know if you guys know of him, but he's danced with J-Lo, Lady Gaga, like.
He's got something coming up at the Coca, I think.
Yes,
He's got,
he has a
dance thing
show
going.
coming up at Coca in June. You know, something. It's coming up, right?
it's coming
summer.
up.
So he's like, not only is he my best friend, but he helps me create my shows creatively. Like creatively, he's amazing. I don't know what's going on in his brain, but he helped me put the show together. And I was like, okay, I want a DJ. He was like, okay, if we're gonna do a DJ, then we're gonna do it this way, you know. And then we just collab, and we it's like trial and error, you know.
Yeah.
He'll choreograph the set, but then I'll tell him like, no, I don't think I should dance here. I want to do this, or like at this point I want to sit down and sing. All right, you know, it's great to have somebody that understands your vision or has a similar vision as you do,
Right.
because then we can work in one accord. And we've been working since I think 2008.
Wow.
Yeah, like a lot of preparation, a lot of rehearsals. Then you want to make sure that your dancers fit you too, right? Because I'm all about energy.
Yeah.
And I want my dancers to love what they're doing, love dance, love to be on stage, and love my music too. Because I don't want them to be like, oh, I'm just doing this just to get paid, or, you know. No, I want you to enjoy my music because we're going to have a good time on stage, because I don't want it to feel like a job.
Right.
I want you to feel like we're about to have a party on stage, and then we're going to pass out afterwards.
And we can party.
And they
again
were
after.
was that the same dance that was in the music video too with Tyron Woodley? It looked like a similar dance.
It was similar,
Yeah.
and we wanted to make sure it was like
So good.
connected to it somehow.
Yeah.
And it was a good time.
That's a great music video too.
Thank you. You know what? That's at that time I was feeling a little risky. A lot of risky. And then when I look back now, I'm like, dang, I shouldn't have put that in there. I got to edit that. It's like rated R.
I like it though. Like
YouTube likes. I mean,
it is.
if
It's
YouTube doesn't
sexy.
take it down,
And then the Angard, like the different color rooms and your fits match. Like it was great.
That was also Red and
so
I.
good.
oh, okay.
So he was like, I had a vision, and he was just like, why don't you do it at the Angad? And I was like, because the song is called Red. There's a red room in the Angad.
Is that named after him? Or,
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
it's with the 2 Ds. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering because it was like red and then it was like like a pot, like swim. You know?
So I'll explain why
Yeah.
when we
Yeah,
get
go.
closer to the
Oh,
when we get
no.
closer
Oh,
to the
okay,
album.
okay, okay.
But no, you guys go on.
So how'd you get Tyron Woodley in that? Was that one
Okay,
of your
so
homies?
funny story. Tyron Woodley's younger sister, was my best friend. She moved, so we're not as close. But
Right, right.
we were like this, and so I was close with her 2008, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's my brother," and I was like, "Tyron Woodley's your brother?" She's like, "Yeah, it's my brother."
UFC champion? Like,
Right.
And no big thing, right?
Exactly. And then my brother and Tyron became best friends. And then I just asked him, I called him, because Red was like, hey, we need a male model. Who do you think? And I'm like, I don't know. He was like, call Tyron. And I was like, okay. So I was like, Tyron, you want me to rub all over you in my music video? He was like, say less. I'll be there.
You want to see a shake a little ass?
We
right?
watched it last night, like prepping for the show, and he was just like laying cuddled up
This
on
one-
your
but
stomach.
I love it because he's just, like the
He was like
cuddling.
cuddled up on you. And he's shorter
Okay.
than you too.
No, I think he's taller.
He's jacked. Though. Yeah.
Okay, when we got there, first day was the tub scene, right? And the director was like, all right, get in the tub. And we were like, we didn't warm up or anything. Like I didn't stretch or anything. He was like, get in the tub. And then as we're in the tub, Tyron was like, I need somebody to get my phone. He calls Quee. He was like, okay, Quee, I'm rubbing on your sister.
I apologize in advance, right? It's going down.
And Queen was like, it's all good, dude. And he was like, okay. Rubs all in my leg.
We get real comfortable today.
So it's all family. It was kind of weird because Tyron's like a brother to me, right? And people don't know the dynamics of our family and their family. So we're all close. All his sisters and my siblings, we're all friends. And so when he was rubbing on me, I was like, it's kind of nasty. It's my brother.
My brother right now.
But you're doing it for the video, and like sometimes like
That's
most
how
of
we
the
support.
videos. But like I get what you're saying because you need the energy to line. Like same with your dancers. Like you need to feel a vibe with everything to make the creative product because we see it, but we don't see what goes into it.
Yes.
So
Tyron did great.
yeah, he did.
So good.
Yeah.
He did great. We
Love
had a
that music
blast.
video.
Yeah, we need to get him on here. We need to get him on the show. That'd be fun.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that'd
so
be dope.
It was a 2-day shoot. One day Mai Lee's catered, the next day Noodle catered. They were like, "Oh, we love when you shoot music videos. We gotta hire you more often." And I'm like, I just want to make sure I take care of my staff.
Yeah.
And whoever is working with me, and that goes for like my photo shoots too. Photo shoots, video shoots. You damn right. You about to get you some Mai Lee's and some noodles.
We
It's
eating
about to be
good
fire.
today.
I need that. Where's it?
I know. I'm like, hey, girl, leaving us
We could have
hanging
been
today.
eating while we were. That would have been some crazy shit. I didn't even think about that. That would have been funny. We would have been like slurping like on
We
the
can
mic.
go after, because you know we will.
We were thinking about
We'll
going to
go
Nudo
after.
right down the street after. So shout out Nudo House too. So, oh my gosh. So tell me your favorite venue. What's your favorite venue in St. Louis? I mean, what's the coolest venue you've been at or coolest experience? Or
Okay, so I was just at the dark room, right? And I love it very much so because it's very intimate. And my friend Tef Poe performed, and I hadn't seen him perform in forever. So we were on, I don't know if you guys, I don't think people know this, but me and Tef and like a whole bunch of St. Louis artists, we were on the Nelly Vatterott tour when he had that music school. So we went on tour like 2012. We were kids, we were young, we were like, yeah, we'll do anything for free. Not anymore, okay? But he performed, and it was just the energy. It was amazing. It's intimate, makes me feel like he's singing or rapping to me. You know what I'm saying? That was awesome. I love Del Mar Hall. Love the pageant, of course. The red flag, I like how cool it looks in there. They have the container homes like
Where is
inside.
it's in Midtown.
Midtown.
Right next to Golden Gems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so like definitely want to perform there. I love the Strawberry Lounge. Is that what it's called? Strawberry Lounge? It's in this
Yeah. Blue
you
Strawberry.
used to play
Strawberry.
Blue Strawberry.
Blue Strawberry. Thank you.
Foo Bar, but they went out of business. Though. Foo Bar was an old venue. That,
Oh, I really loved the Monocle before they closed it down due to COVID, I think. But
and then parking lot parties in the Grove.
yeah,
That parties in
You've
the
been-
Grove.
What about the Foundry? Have you played at the
Oh,
lot
my-
yet?
I did. I opened up for Estelle last year at the Foundry.
Okay. Oh.
So it was Estelle and then Busta.
Yeah.
It was back-to-back shows, you guys. I was done.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. And then the next day, I worked at Mai Lee's.
Oh my goodness.
Girl.
I was like, what?
Gosh.
Seriously, I will be in full costume. I'll come to Mai Lee's and be like, how can I help you? Is everything okay? Okay, great. Okay, he'll be right with you.
And then you'll go change and do
And then I'll go
Work,
change.
work.
Yeah, they're like, what's going on here? Like, this is crazy.
So then how do you find time for like your rehearsal? Like what does your schedule look like? Like day to day, what is that like?
Okay, so my schedule varies every day. It's completely different, right? But we all, like, I will find time to be at Mai Lee's
Yeah.
at the end of the night to take care of my family, my restaurant, and just check in, you know? And I'm like I'll look, my employees would be like, my busboy, or I mean my hostess, he called me, he was like, he's new. He was like, Mai Lee, I'm having trouble. Where should I sit them? So I'm looking at the camera, I was like, sit him at table 5.
Wow.
Because I'm at rehearsal.
Right.
He's
You're
having
still
issues.
taking
He
care.
calls you.
He calls me because he's new. He's a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
And he doesn't want to get in trouble by the
Right.
other manager, right? So
Right.
he'll call me and be like, "What do I do?" And I'm
Homie.
like, "God damn it, I'm recording, but sit him at table 5. I gotta call you back."
Also.
Table 5?
How do I find time? Okay, okay, like today, got my makeup done, went to Mai Lee's to check in, came here, gonna go back to Mai Lee's to check in, go home, do some music. Like every day is different. One day I'll have rehearsals. One day I'll do TikToks and Reels. Another day I'll do vlogs. Every day is a task. But it's not, I won't even look at it as a task. It's just my daily routine. It's not a job to me. It's my life. It's my lifestyle, you know? Like my mom, I'll be like, Mom, you like my nails? Like nail check, right? And she'd be like, why do you get nails? You can't even make pot stickers. And I was like, well, I get them so I don't have to make pot stickers.
There's a reason.
And I tell people, like, especially my parents, like my nails are a part of me. It defines my mood. It gives you how I feel right now. Do you see these smiley faces?
Yes, and
that's my mood.
And
that's my mood right
clouds.
now, right? Like, I don't know. It's another way for me to be creative.
Yes.
So I will find a way. If you will find a way to do something if you love it that much, right?
Facts.
So
Facts.
I find time for everything. And I try to find time for myself because I've been doing too much, okay? And I haven't been taking care of myself because like I'm like lacking sleep and stuff. So then now I'm like, okay, I need to step back for a second and I need to sleep because I love sleeping.
Me too.
Like I like to eat and I like to sleep.
Excuse me. We're the same.
I hella love to eat and sleep.
I get off work, I eat, and then I lay on the couch, and I'm like, I deserve a nap now.
Man, I haven't napped, guys.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
I wish I could nap. My friends always talk about TV shows and like movies. Haven't had a chance
Who
to
has
watch.
the time? You're like, I can't.
Like I'd love to have an extra 2 hours a night to watch
I really,
something.
you know what? And I'm trying to find time so that I can be creative again because I work so much that I don't even have chill time for myself. So I definitely suggest for anybody, like not even an artist, but like if you're on overtime, overdrive, or over anything, try to find at least an hour to like wind down, meditate, watch TV, something, go on TikTok, look at the dumb shit they have on there because it's kind of entertaining.
I did it last night. I was like stressing and I'm like, I just need to get on TikTok and laugh my ass off for a second.
No,
and I was
seriously.
geeking. I really he's like, what is so funny? I'm like, just TikTok.
And I was like working, and I'm like that too. Like being an entrepreneur, like I've been full-time entrepreneur for 3 years now, and it's like I don't have time off ever. Like even if you feel like it's a 9 to 5, it's like I work for people. Like I'm taking care of things. It's just like it's stressful, and you have to find time to do something you love. Like mine, I've been lately is like I'll play a video game, like not online, not serious. Like I'll just play a video game because it just completely takes my mind off something.
Absolutely.
Distracted from it. So is that your nails for you? Like just getting your nails done is like your self-care?
Well, yeah, my nail tech, she's like really dope. So it's really cool to see like other artists be art creative in their lane. Because I'm creative in my lane, but I'm like,
I
is
can
art.
appreciate that.
I appreciate every single line, squiggle, cloud, cherry. I don't give a damn. I'm like, wow.
I know.
I respect you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's detail. I mean, especially something that small, like artists, like you're drawing on a huge mural, but like she's like in there, like bent over, like trying to get every detail. And
It matters.
It's just crazy. Yeah.
Everything matters, guys. Details.
Details matter.
How you do anything.
I said that today to my kids. I said,
What's the
details
quote I
matter.
say every time? How you do anything is how you do everything.
That is so true.
Whether it's making your bed, if you like, or whatever, it's how you do anything is how you do everything.
Absolutely.
You know? And I say that about like keep your car clean, because if you don't keep your car clean, how do you keep your life clean? And I'm not saying anybody has, like, I get dirty cars sometimes.
Are you throwing shade?
I ain't throwing shade. I ain't throwing
My car's
shade.
a mess all the time.
So what motivates you? Because I know like your family restaurant and then your music and your career. So you have two different sides of you. Like Mai Lee is two different things, you know, or multiple things. But like what really motivates you to do those long nights, to get up and make TikToks, knowing that when you make that TikTok, you're not going to immediately see a return on investment or 100 million likes or whatever, you know? So what motivates you?
You know, that's a really good question. Because it's, okay, so I take my gift, right? This is my gift that was given to me. That motivates me, right? Because I know a lot of gifted, talented people, but they don't utilize their gift. And it makes me sad because I'm like, I know, let's give an example. My friend's a really good singer, right? Mm-hmm. And she just doesn't want to record. She just wants to do her thing. I get it. That may not be your calling, right? But she's so good. Yeah. And I'm like, but that's your gift. And you can do so much. And I feel you every time you sing. So I want to do that for other people. Like, I want people to feel me, you know what I'm saying? And catch a vibe and just understand my lyrics, or just understand how I felt at that moment when I wrote the song. Like, what helps motivate me is, one, of course, my parents, my family. The struggle coming over here was like crazy. Like, I have no idea how they made it over here. I don't. And that pushes me to be like, I can do anything. They came over here with nothing. They never saw snow before. And they came over here and they were like, what the hell is this?
What's going on?
Right? What motivated me was me going to Vietnam in 1997 and seeing my relatives for the first time and seeing how we lived. No mattress, just wood. No air conditioning, just a fan. Mosquito bites everywhere. Like, no toilet. Yeah. For real. Because we didn't have a lot of money, you know?
Basic.
Yes, it humbled me. And I'm like, I can do anything. You can do anything you put your mind to. And not just that, but I put 100% into everything that I do. Whether it's working at Mai Lee's or my music, I don't know, or whatever I'm doing. Cutting grass, writing a poem, I don't give a damn. I can't half-ass anything because you guys will see me half-ass it. And you're going to feel it, and you're going to know it. I think I really motivate myself, to be honest with you, because no one else is going to push me, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get up. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to be happy. And I'm going to inspire, because I feel like that's my gift. And it's not just the music, though. It's a story. And me releasing this album, coming out, I'm so excited because it explains a story. And yes, you can vibe out. You're going to feel every emotion that I felt, y'all. I swear to God. But I want to inspire minorities, right? We don't get that opportunity a lot. Or I want to inspire females. I want to inspire males. I don't care who you are, but I want to build a community and be like, yo, we can do this. Don't give up. Don't be timid. Have faith in yourself and fucking do this shit, because no one else is going to help you. I swear to you. Yes, people are going to help you, but no one's going to push you the way you are going to push you.
Yeah.
And whoever is pushing you, they really, really love you, because no one would do that. You know, I wish, like, my parents push me all the time, right? But then I'm like, I don't even need y'all to push me. I'm watching y'all do it, so I can push myself. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
self-motivated.
Hell yeah.
And nobody cares as much about it as you. Like, the little details, like, we'll go back to your album. Like, somebody like your producer's like, oh, it sounds good. And you're like, no, let's redo it. Because
if you don't feel it.
And I'm not saying your producer said, but like somebody was like, all right, that one's fine. But it's like, no, it's not fine. It needs to be great, or something like that.
And I learned not to be so anal about it. You know, I am particular, but it's because it's my brand. Mm-hmm. And not only is it Mai Lee the artist, but it's Mai Lee the restaurant. I'm just representing a whole community, and it's not even that. It's the Asian community, you know what I'm saying? Or it's the Midwest.
Picture.
It is it's a way bigger picture than just music. It's a message.
Yeah.
So tell us about the album.
Tell us about the album.
Okay, you asked me a question about Swim or Red, right?
Yeah,
okay, This is why. So the album is called FRIENDZ, FRIENDZ, and each song title is named after a friend, and that's why Swim is named after. I named Red after Swim, and that's why Swim is in parentheses.
Okay,
because you're not going to be like, oh, this is Red, because I'm not singing Red in the song, right? Yeah. I'm not saying Red in the song.
Yeah.
So my producers, Brad Young and Vega, they're both born and raised here in St. Louis, right? They helped me create the music. Great process. After we created the music, we were like, what are we going to name the songs? And what are we going to name this body of work? And I was just like, we were just trying to figure it out. And I was just like, I don't know how we came up with FRIENDZ, but I was just like, this song makes me feel like Red. Red, my choreographer, always tells me to be confident and be sexy. And that's what the song gives. So I was like, I named the song after you. He was like, no, you didn't. I was like, I did. Yeah. And once I completed the album, I just listened to every single song and I was like, this reminds me of my friend. This is what my friend inspired me to do. this is a trap song. This is definitely Portia. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like naming songs after how they make me feel and what they've taught me. And it's really awesome. Like you're gonna know the story. And in the album there's skits of my friends telling a story of what we experienced. Let me give you an example. So my friend Titus from high school, right? I used to sell fortune cookies because I was just trying to make some money, right? I was like hustling like my mom, right? Sure. So I used to sell fortune cookies out my locker. And so in the skit, he was like, yo, I've known Mai Lee since high school. She was slanging CDs and fortune cookies. She's no joke. She's just like her mom. That's why I love her. And then it goes on to the next song.
Okay, so like little interludes.
Yes.
That is so cool. I cannot wait to listen. Yeah.
You're going to know who I am through each song.
Right.
And through each skit. And this time, so the song, the album is like 90s R&B in today's time, right? Because that's what made me, I fell in love with music in the 90s. Like all the artists, like I wouldn't have an identity if it wasn't for music. Like it's so universal. You don't even have to sing the same language. You could just feel, and it just feels good, sounds good, everything. But the album, it's actually been complete. I'm just in the process of getting videos done, promo done. Like people don't get it. Like my mom would be like, is the album done? I'm like, yeah, the album's been done for months now. And she's like, why don't you release it? And then I'm like, because I got to do X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And I still have to teach her because she doesn't know. All she knows is Mai Lee Restaurant, right? She doesn't know the music side. But I try to let them in on my life and my career so they can understand, because a lot of times people won't understand the music industry. And they'll be like, well, what does it take for you to do a TikTok? Oh, it's all day. Y'all, we doing TikToks all day. I'm tired and I'm hungry.
Wow. All day.
All day, y'all. At least my TikToks last me a good 5 hours. But because we're shooting so much material and we're changing hair, we're changing makeup, and it's a lot. So
you're investing like in like these video, like even just for a TikTok, like you're spending time and money just to get that made. It's not just like you.
It's not for fun.
Yeah.
It's for
fun
fun
to do, right? But
it's for fun, yes. Yeah. But it's intentional.
You were on a roof today, like doing.
That I was on a roof downtown. That was fun. Yeah. Okay, and it was freaking cold out, and I had that bodysuit on
today. Oh yeah, yes, the black bodysuit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hella cold. My brother, every time I'm wearing a bodysuit, he'll be like, "Put some goddamn clothes on." I'm like, "I do have clothes on." And then I finally wore some pants on one of my TikToks, and I tagged my brother, and I was like, "Yo, I got some sweatpants on today." He was like, "About goddamn time."
He probably mutes you. He's like, "I don't even know what you're doing. Just let me know when
Simmer
the
down."
drops out." So, in this, you may have already done this, but with a video, like, are you gonna like incorporate Mai Lee into a video, like in the restaurant itself? Like, I feel like that would be super.
That could be a vibe.
I've never done
a little
that.
shot in the restaurant after hours.
I don't know. You know what?
Or even a photo shoot.
I'm there so often. I don't want anything to do with it after hours.
You're like, when I'm out, I'm out.
For real.
See you tomorrow.
When I clock in.
Yeah.
I have a good friend, Lily Kitty. She's been helping me. She's awesome assistant. She sees me. She helps me with music, right? But then she was like, I'm going to go eat at Mai Lee's. And then I was like, all right, cool, I'm here. She was like, I don't want to work for you. I was like, why? Like, she's like, Mai Lee at the restaurant is different than Mai Lee, the artist, the singer. She was like, you're scary.
Oh,
you're scary at the restaurant, or you're scary at?
I'm scary at the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm more firm.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't play no games. You know, just do your job as you should, and everything will be smooth, right?
Right.
And so, like, she saw me, and she was just like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm having a great time. She's like, you yelled at them. I was like, no, I did not yell at them. I spoke to them respectfully.
Yeah.
Kind of loud.
I'm managing them.
I am managing
to do
them.
their job.
Right?
That's all.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So are there any features that you can tell us about, or is it just a solo album?
No features.
I love that.
How many songs?
Damn. 11 songs, 4 skits. Right? Mm-hmm. And so I didn't want any features because I wanted it to be about me. Right. And like I wanted to show my vocals because I have a lot of trap-y songs, right? And they were all singles. And then I have sexy slow songs, but I was just like, let's put all of this in one, right? But I'm saving the trap songs for later.
Okay.
This album is fully, truly all R&B.
Ooh, yes.
Like slow, up-tempo, mid-tempo, everything. It's kind of like, it's like a Netflix and chill type of album.
Okay.
You're going to be paying attention in the beginning, and then at the end, you didn't forget what had happened because you're doing the nasty, okay?
I love that. That is
We
amazing.
need something like that in our
We
life.
do need
That'll be
something like
perfect.
that.
That'll be perfect.
Not we, but like, you know.
Oh, we too. We too as
I mean,
well.
we'll take it, whatever.
The Netflix and chill. That's what we'll call this episode.
Make some dinner, have some wine.
We'll call it Mai Lee and chill this
Yeah.
episode.
Hell yeah.
Mai Lee and chill.
So what other artists, it could be local or it could be, you know, growing up, like what are some artists that inspire you or like that you get inspiration from? Even like kind of touch on some local people and then also like people that you may never have met. So.
Okay. So like growing up, I listened to Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, SWV, Mary J,
Yup.
Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Hey.
Bone Thugs. I mean, when I heard Bone Thugs, I was like, they're rapping, singing. I was like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm good at. I want to rap and sing, right?
The harmonies,
Yes.
the melodies,
Love it.
the
Oh
fast,
my God.
the fast and then slow and then it's just crazy.
Like, yes, Aaliyah. I mean, come on now. Like, I don't know, Brian McKnight, Donnell Jones. But then in today's time, it's like, I love Doja. I love Drake. I love her.
Yes.
I love Jasmine Sullivan. I
do
just went to go
too.
see her in Chicago, House of
Really?
Blues. It was amazing.
I love Jasmine
But
Sullivan.
locally, I'm gonna say my team. Brad Young. Not only is he my producer, but he's an artist as well. You know, he had singles out years ago, and Vega Heartbreak is also. I mean, he raps, but people don't know he sings too. Like he sings background on a lot of my songs,
Okay.
and Brad too.
Yeah, I know Vega.
Yeah, Vega is
Vega's
awesome. Aloha Michelle. I was just in the studio and I was like, hey, Aloha, swing by. I need your energy. She swang by and she was like, I was having trouble with the run and she just came by and she was like, no, do it like this. And I was like, you the GOAT. I was like, damn, you're good. She was like, no, I'm not the GOAT. I'm not the GOAT. But we're all great because, you know, Brad has trained literally all of us. Like he's the GOAT and then it's all of us at the bottom, right? Mm-hmm. But like we're all pretty much equal. Like he's our teacher, yes, and we're students, but we're all so talented in different ways that I'm gonna say my team of people I look up to here in St. Louis. They're my family. They're dope as hell. They're talented. They can sing, really sing. I love Tef. I love St. Orleans, Indiana Rome. It's so many people here that are...
Tef Pose, and he does way more than just music too.
Yeah.
I mean, what he's doing for the community is just
Again,
insane.
it's a story.
Yeah,
It's more than just the music.
Black Man Build whole thing that they're doing is just.
He's amazing.
Great.
I hadn't seen him perform in a very long time, and I had to go. So like
That was just last weekend.
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
I
at
went.
the dark room.
I was working all night. I was like, oh my God. I text Tef. I was like, I smell like rice. He's like, come by. He's like, I need you here. I was like, okay. But yeah, I'm sure. I know I'm missing some people here in St. Louis, but those people right there,
Yeah.
they're like right here. You know what I'm saying? I look up to them.
That's major. It's major to just have a team in general. Like one person can only go so far. Like you said, like I care so much, but like your team also cares about you. Your family also cares about you. You have a bunch of people lifting you up to get to where you want to be, which that's what I was going to ask next is like, what's the goal after this album? I mean, are you going to go on tour? Are you going to be trying,
I know that
are you going to try to
too.
build real big locally and then obviously bigger and
So I definitely want to release a FRIENDZ album too, right? So that's in the making. People don't know, like, yes, you're done with an album, but that's just the first album. So I'm currently recording the second album and the third and the fourth. Like it never stops, right? It doesn't, which is fun because I'm finding a different side of me on album 2, right? I'm just like, okay, album 1 is kind of like I'm sad, breakups, heartbreak. Number 2 is like, I don't give a damn, let's go kick it, let's get drunk. And mind you, I don't even drink. So I'm like, it's for your friends. Yes.
for your friends?
Yes, they drink. They drink. I make drinks for them at Mai Lee's. I
Have
don't
a good
drink.
time.
Yeah.
Right? I do plan on going on tour, and you wanna make sure that your city loves you. Like, you know, you have it's a staple. Like, yo, you guys mess with me. You guys love me. I support y'all. Y'all support me. Like, and I've been getting so much support here that I'm like, okay, I got St. Louis locked. Let's go on tour now. And my marketing team is really helpful because we'll see where the streams are. We'll see, you know what I'm saying? We're like, okay, yo, Chicago is streaming the shit out of you this year. Let's go to Chicago and do a show. We can sell out. You know what I'm saying?
Where would you want to go? Like, where would be your favorite?
I
Your
mean,
dream? Like,
oh my God.
Dream venue.
Dream venue?
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, why not?
I mean, I just want to perform at the Grammys and all like that.
Because you mentioned House of Blues. I mean, that would be crazy.
Oh my, I love House of Blues. It's a vibe. It's
Chicago.
still intimate, you know, versus like it being the pageant or, you know,
Right.
Enterprise Center. It's huge, right? Even though that's great, but I love intimate crowds and like, I don't know, I like the interaction. But I see me being worldwide, you know. I have cousins in Vietnam that watch my YouTube videos and they're like, oh my God, you're famous. And I'm like, I'm not there yet, but yes. They think I'm famous. So I'm like, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna go wherever my music takes me. And I know it's gonna go far and I know it's gonna go big. And I just wanna like, especially in Asia, I'm excited to do something there because I'm just like, well, I just wanna see the people.
Yeah.
I wanna reach out and just inspire. I wanna shop and eat.
Get back to your, you know, roots in
Yeah.
some way.
That's a big deal, though, even for kids over there to like see somebody like you being in R&B music. You know, it's just like you have to see representation of what you're doing. So like you're inspiring. Like you might not even know, but so that video we watched last night had 600,000 views. Probably 50,000 of those are young girls that want to be just like you. You know, like that's how you have to think about it. And then I always say this thing about your followers. Like, so you have 27,000 followers on Instagram. I know that like you're like, man, I want 100,000 or I want 1 million, but like 27,000 people would fill up the whole Enterprise Center, that whole entire arena. That's a lot of people. You know, when you think about it that way, it's just crazy. So, dream venue, but what about a dream collab? I always like to get these dream collabs.
Dang. Okay, so I really want to work with Babyface. I really want to work with The Dream. I really want to work with Drake, Timbaland, Missy. Like, I don't know. I just
All
These people are your vibe.
I just want to work, and I don't know.
a Missy track would go hard.
I would love. I really want to work with Missy. She's different, and I feel like she would pull something different out of me, and it would be a great collab. But people don't know, like my producer Brad, he's worked with so many people. He's worked with Bone Thugs. He's worked with Yolanda Adams, Kelly Rowland. Like Vega's worked with so many people too, like Akon, Yo Gotti, like Aloha did something with Yo Gotti. Like we all did something, and I'm just like, we already made it. You know what I'm saying? Like we're already there.
Yeah.
We just need to take extra steps to get to that spot we want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And just need to run it up. And like you said, just going to these cities, going to these tours, like you only need 500 loyal people in each city.
You really do.
It's not, when you think of it that way, like 500 people to come to your show, that's a lot of people, but it's just like, you don't need millions of people. You just need 500 loyal fans in every city, and then it just will blow up from there.
For sure.
So this album's gonna be crazy.
I cannot
It's gonna
wait.
be fun, and I want to do fun stuff. I want to do like giveaways.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do actual albums, like CD albums, just to like be nostalgic. And
Bring
like,
it back.
I'm taking it back,
right?
right?
Oh my god.
And have
gonna-
people pay for it. Like say, just pay the
I love
$15
that.
for the album. Like,
No,
and
I do. I love that. Like, you remember getting a CD and then you would like take the cover out and you'd read the lyrics while
That's
you're
what I'm gonna
listening
do.
to the song. Like,
and all your photo shoots are gonna line up and all
Yes,
that.
and all my friends have a collage of pictures that they haven't seen yet. Me and my graphic designer, we are creating each page for them, and I want to give it to them like when I'm presenting it. Like it's everything's going to be a surprise. I can't like tell all the details, but it's going to be a real good throwback for everybody. For
Are
sure.
you gonna do like a release party?
So I want to do a release party. I think I'm just trying to figure out a venue.
Yeah.
I know I want to do like an unplugged of the album and a huge album release party / show or whatever you want to call it. I'm still working on that, but we do know that the album's going to be out in May or June, and we're just working hard. My team, I seriously found my team. I found my dream team, and I'm happy because we're moving fast. We're moving efficiently. Like before, I was having issues. You know, when things don't run smoothly in your life, you're going to know why. Like, okay, this shouldn't be in your life. That's why it's not running smoothly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now everything's running smoothly and we're all in one accord. So I'm like, okay, this is my path. I'm in good favor. We're all in good favor. We got this.
Yeah.
You know?
Perfect.
Dream team. So, and by the time this episode might come out, the venue might be announced. So we'll drop that in there, and we're going to promote it for you, and definitely come out and support as well. So.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I need to see some fire, and I feel like you guys were wearing lime green or something.
You had some
like,
vibrant green on.
and we didn't know who you were at that time. And so this was at the block party. We went there. We were going to see Mastermind, who performed before you. And then I was like, oh, I was super excited about Ghostface performing.
Yeah.
And then they canceled it. Like, oh my gosh. And the fact that David got busted that quick, I mean, he's a baller. David is a gangster to be able to pull that off. I don't know how.
But he had shirts that said Ghostface Killer, and then my brother scratched it out and was like, Busta.
Yeah. And Busta killed it too.
Yeah, that
oh
was
my
a good
God.
time.
Him live and that experience, like, I mean, that's like, we need more live shows and more local artists to put stuff together. So that's going to be really cool.
It was so fun. Good energy all around.
For sure.
Yeah,
I had a great time at Soul Taco. There were people that I met, or like a lot of people were like, I don't even know who you were until your
us.
show.
You put that.
Yeah,
put us on
like
you.
I'm not even kidding you. That night, I'm like on Spotify. I'm like, this girl, I love her.
Yeah, we followed you on Spotify. So.
You guys know I was extremely nervous. Like my throat got really dry right before I got on stage. I didn't know so many people were going to be there, and I was overwhelmed. And I was just like, "Ooh, what is going on?"
I thought this was a black party.
Right. This is not a block party. This is the Enterprise Center.
I mean, there had to be more than 5,000 people.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and you were like right when it was getting dark, because then they had the graffiti going. So I mean, it was just. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
the
crazy.
graffiti painters
That was
on
dope.
each side
Yeah.
of the station from Chicago and St. Louis.
love that.
was so cool.
That was so much fun.
Yeah,
That was so
they
cool.
create a vibe. So STL is just such a special place. So it is the STL Bucket List show. You know, we like to talk about, you know, your stuff that you got going on, but we want to hear your STL bucket list. What are a few spots that, you know, besides your family restaurants and stuff like that, we already plugged them. Like, what are some spots? It's like, I'm going out to dinner, I'm going date night, I'm going out with friends. Like, what are a few spots you like to go?
Okay, I wrote it down.
Let's hear it.
It's a lot, y'all.
That's okay.
Okay.
Let's
Even
go.
better.
Okay, so, I'm a foodie. I love to eat. Y'all know that.
Yes.
Okay, so I love Kate Zone. Have you guys been?
No.
I haven't been there yet.
Oh my God, it's Chinese in Chinatown off Olive and 170.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
All right, so soup dumplings, STL. Have you guys been there? It's right next door.
Soup dumplings. We
Yes.
don't go over there. I know what you're talking about,
Yeah,
though.
we
Like off
really
Olive,
don't.
like where all the Chinese restaurants
Yeah.
are.
We
It's like
really don't go
it's like
over
the
there that
unofficial
much.
Chinatown of St. Louis.
Yes.
But yeah,
oh my
we need
God,
to hit that
please
up.
go. I'll tell you guys what to eat.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Text me the list.
Yeah, I was
actually.
going to say, send this to us when you're
Okay,
done.
so I love Caribbean Delight.
Okay, yeah.
The restaurant, I don't know if I'm pronouncing Frentega.
Frentanga.
Okay, it's off of 44 in Jefferson.
Oh yeah. I know
Okay.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Blue City Deli, I love.
Yep.
Balkan Treat Box, you guys know I love that. Louis, Union Loafers, Corner 17, Banh Mi Shop, Sister Cities Cajun, Black Coffee, because that's owned by Aloha Michelle, my really good friend. You know, we just want to make sure we support locals.
She's inside the art.
The
yeah,
Luminary, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I have more, but I don't want to.
Oh, you're fine.
And then so
Hey, you're good.
so dessert. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Desserts.
I love it. She said food and then dessert.
That is so dope you wrote this down. I love this. I love
dessert.
it.
Okay, I love dessert. Okay, I am a snacking ass queen. I got snacks for days. But Pharaoh's Donuts downtown.
Yep.
I just get a glaze. That's it. Nothing special.
That's what I like
Glaze.
too.
Like standard
Yeah.
glaze. Hot Box, Choquette. I love Jenny's ice cream. As far as shopping, I thrift a lot. So any thrift place here in St. Louis I've been to, I'm pretty obsessed with it. I love antiques, and I love like creating and putting it into what I'm wearing now, right?
Yeah.
And yes, we all love designer, yes, but if you can buy something and you can make it your own and make it look rich and just dope, I think that's
And it's
even
only
better.
yours. Like,
yeah,
you're the
And
only
then
one
it's
that has
yours.
it.
Yep.
absolutely.
It's an original.
So like I'm kind of violent when I thrift shop because if somebody's looking at my shirt, I'm be like, yo, that's not your shirt, it's my shirt.
That's my shirt.
Like,
Thrifting's so popular. A lot of people are doing it in St. Louis, and like a lot of people are actually making money like taking stuff from thrift shops and like
Yes.
creating,
Upcycling
curating
things.
stuff.
yeah, shout outs to Lily Kitty. Like she does that for a living and she does well because she has an eye and a vision.
Right.
And that's why you do well. You know what I'm saying? Because she picks things out for her demographics.
Right.
And she creates a vibe, and you have to create a vibe to get somebody to pay for your service. And that's the same with music or anything. To get somebody to spend their money with you, you have to make them feel good.
For real.
And same with Mai Lee. Like if you went there and you were mean and you didn't help them pick out the menu, they might not come back.
For
but you
real.
probably see the same people every freaking week.
Right. So I'm
You
like
know?
having conversations with my customers. I'm like,
Right.
okay, how's your wife? She's mad at you today?
That's why you're
You
picking
do.
up food.
That's how you got.
You forgot to leave the steaks out, John.
Like, no, I have conversations with people. And he'll be like, did you make sure you get my hot sauce? Like, yeah, because Rachel's going to get mad. He was like, yes.
Yep.
Is that you?
Always got to get the extra sauce.
Right.
You like the red pepper stuff too? Or the
Oh
red
yeah,
pepper?
the red pepper.
Yeah, she's like, get like
Fresh red pepper.
17 of those.
I like to go to Brennan's. I don't drink, right? But
It's a good atmosphere in
it's
there.
a vibe.
It's so
It's a
nice.
vibe.
We tried to
and
go
it
there
feels
the other
good.
night. We tried to
Yes,
go
we
there the
did.
other night. We were so pissed
They
because
were
they're
at
always booked.
capacity.
They're
They
always
were at capacity. I'm like, when is the time to go?
But we're spontaneous though. Like we make reservations, but we like to like just bounce
Also,
somewhere.
Same.
Like, yeah, just hop
So we went
around.
over to El Burro, and then like we went back over to Brennan's. And shout out El Burro. El Burro's great too. But we just wanted a Brennan's cocktail because the
No, for
cocktails were
real.
so good.
Delish.
And even the cigars, like just the whole, like I want my house to
cool
look like
space
that. Like
in
those
there.
It's so
built-in
cool. It's
shelves
dope.
and
The
everything.
shelves, the like wording on the wall.
And we didn't have Brennan send us a check for this. We're
But I just
Brennan.
like the Central West End.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's cool.
the best food. I feel like the best foodie spots are in the best foodie spots
Yellow
are all
Belly.
over, but like
Have
Yellow
you been to
Belly's one of
Yellow
our
Belly?
favorite.
Belly.
Yeah. And you don't drink, so like we appreciate like a crafted cocktail.
Yeah.
And those are some of the better cocktail spots. Like I'll pay $15 for a cocktail
But
all day
even
long.
like their spam fried rice is
Yeah.
good.
I tried their veggie fried rice.
Oh, is it good?
I didn't. Yeah,
You
it's
think?
good.
Yeah.
I didn't try their spam fried rice.
I've had their
Yeah.
oysters. Like they have different.
I tried their crispy shrimp as an
I
appetizer or
haven't had
something.
that.
I mean,
Like,
I
right.
love food.
We could talk
Right.
about food. We should do a second episode for just food. And
And like order a bunch of food and we can
And
rate
eat it.
and taste test it. That'd be fun.
Hell yeah. I
that's
love
good
dope.
idea.
That's dope.
Stay tuned for part 2.
Exactly.
So what about, because we're about to go to Noodle House right after this. So what's your go-to order there?
Okay, so Quee, let me tell y'all, Quee, I was his test dummy, right? So I tried all his ramen before he opened. I was so annoyed because I got sick of eating ramen, y'all, that when I go to Noodle, I don't eat ramen, I eat pho.
Yeah.
But my go-to ramen is miso spicy.
That's what I got last time.
But you weren't
Oh, yeah.
eating pork because it was Lent, so you got
I
it
got it
with
with the shrimp.
Yeah, with
But I
shrimp.
love
got it
shrimp.
with the pork.
So,
yeah.
like-
It still tastes good.
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Like-
and the pork was so juicy, and like, I mean, it was just.
I like it spicy. So
Me
it was
too.
the perfect amount. Like it wasn't too much, like you couldn't eat it.
It was just right.
Yeah, it was just
I'll get
right.
the spring rolls. I'll get the crab rangoon. I'll
Yeah.
get the banh mi. I just have like a smorgasbord, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my pho is right here. And I'll get the pho with shrimp.
Okay.
And it's weird because like when I'm at Mai Lee's, I don't want pho. I go to Noodle for pho.
That's funny.
It's weird. It's
preference.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's my mood too. Like, I don't know. When I'm working at Mai Lee's, I'm just like, I want a cheeseburger.
Yeah. You want something
Sometimes.
completely opposite. And like, we like are like, oh, that'd be so cool to work there because the food's so good. And you're like, I've been eating this food for
Every day.
Yeah.
Oh, my life.
Oh, my whole
my
life. Seriously. But yeah,
done.
you're going to have a good time at Noodle.
Yeah, we'll go. It's right down the street. So shout out Noodle House. Shout out Mai Lee. Thank you for coming on the STL Bucket List podcast.
This is so fun talking to you. This is so
Thanks
fun.
for having me.
Album coming soon, guys. We're gonna plug the album. We're gonna support local music. We're gonna support local restaurants. But we want you to give us some links on how we can support you.
Where can we find
Instagram, Spotify, or wherever website. Just give us some links and how people can support.
So you guys can find me at all my hashtags or whatever is Mai Lee what is it? Mai Lee Music.
Okay.
Mai Lee Music. I'm just like, wait a minute. I'm thinking about Mai Lee restaurant.
Yeah, I was like,
you guys see, I'm still on
They're
restaurant.
like, who the hell did you interview?
She was
like,
good.
this girl's on a roof with like a bodysuit on. That ain't no restaurant.
2 lives.
Yes, it's Mai Lee Music, right? So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Twitter is like my diary, y'all. So like I enjoy writing how I feel because no one really reads it. But I'd be like,
You can look back.
she pissed me off today.
And then one person likes it. It's like your friend. They're like, I see you, girl. But like,
Like, you okay? You good? You good?
Right?
Texting you.
I'm on TikTok, but TikTok, it's Mai Lee Music 314. I'm on YouTube. I will have all the links. I'm on Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, everything, guys. I'm on everything. I'll make sure to have it down below.
Yeah, we'll tag them all. Yeah, we'll tag all the links. And then we'll let everybody know when the album drops. So guys, this is the STL Bucket List Show. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
As always, we record the podcast here at Half Coast Studios. If you guys have a podcast or you want a podcast, tap in with Half Coast Studios. Thank you. Good job.
Peace.
Peace.